The reason why 99% of men fail. The reason they fail comes down to one single word: goals. People don't have goals. They don't know where they're going. They don't know what they want. They wake up like accidents. They wake up with no purpose. They wake up with no sense of direction. They don't know what they want. They don't know who they want. They don't know who they are. So today I want to talk to you about goals. Now, goals are very much like archery. In order for you to hit the target, you must first have a target. So the first step in goal setting is your ability to determine where you will shoot. The second variable is you have to aim. You need to understand that having a goal alone is not enough. You need to make a concise plan. You need to take into account the wind. You need to take into account the humidity, the distance, the different things that are in your way in order for you to hit your goal. Once you've calculated all the different variables that it takes, and you begin to understand the nature of achieving this goal, because you don't just go and not aim and look at a target and just shoot. That's not how it works. You need to be able to aim. And then finally, as previously mentioned, you have to have the ability to shoot. This means you have to have the intention of taking action. Having a goal, understanding the nature of the goal and the things necessary to accomplish the goal mean nothing without shooting, without taking action. If you want to become successful in your life, you have to be able to understand your goal, have a goal, understand the variables in the nature of achieving this goal, of hitting the target, and then finally, you have to shoot. You have to take action. You have to be the decision maker, and you have to understand that whether you hit the target or not, that you are responsible alone for that shot. Nobody else is responsible for you. Now, there's a big reason why people don't want to establish goals. It's because they have a history of missing. And the reason they have a history of missing is because they don't understand how to aim. They don't understand how to research, how to think. They don't understand how to be a person that is perspicacious enough to perceive the things around them in such a way whereby they can figure out how to accomplish the mission of hitting the target. And then finally, most people don't take action. They fantasize about their goals. They fantasize about their dreams. They fantasize. Some of them know all the research. Look at all these academics. They know so much. They understand the nature of this, how to execute this. But a lot of people don't do. You have to be able to shoot. You have to be able to take action. This is the nature of goal setting. This is the nature of accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish. In life, if you can do these three things, you can achieve whatever it is that you set your mind to. And ultimately, the goal is what? To hit the bullseye. The goal is to be precise. The goal is to achieve the desired result in the desired time frame, in the desired fashion. And all of this is refined through iteration, training. Your ability to train, your ability to set your goal, accomplish your goal by aiming and by working hard towards it.
Okay, Johnny, well, what is money? Well, I don't know what money is. Perfect. So if you don't know what it is, you don't know how much of it that you want, you don't really truly understand it, how are you supposed to get it? Oh, well, maybe you're going to teach me about money. That's not how it works. What I'm going to teach you about is about goals. Now, in life, you don't need 100 goals. A lot of people are like, they have goals, right? They have goals. But in order to have goals, you need to become an autonomous individual. You cannot conform. And the opposite of courage, because courage is what is required to excel in life. Write that down. Courage is what is required to excel in life. The opposite of courage isn't cowardice. The opposite of courage is conformity. Conforming to the 99%. That is the problem, is you conform. What? To the status quo. Most individuals in life, they conform to the status quo. And the status quo is to be poor. The status quo is to be fat. The status quo is to be sad. The status quo is to be depressed. The status quo is to be a feminist. The status quo is to hate men. The status quo is to hate women. The status quo is to be a hoe. The status quo is to be an absolute peasant. Right, but that is the name of the game. The name of the game is you need to have goals in life. Now, it's very simple once you understand this principle. And the reason I know that this works is because I did it myself. A couple years ago, I said, I want to make $1 million. This was, I think, in 2016. No, 2015. I said, I want to make $1 million. My goal wasn't just to make $1 million, but was to figure out, first of all, what money was and what was the easiest way for me to make $1 million. I had to find and understand money. Before you select a goal, you must understand the ins and outs of every single goal.
So many people have this fairy tale information in their head. They read the books, they read Think and Grow Rich, they read your Rich Dad Poor Dad, they read your How to Win Friends and Influence People, and they read the 101s of personal development, yet they're the same people and they forget the 101s. So how are you supposed to develop into becoming somebody that's proactive if you don't have a foundation of education to equip you in order to be that way? It doesn't work that way. If you want to be proactive, you need to train, you need to trust yourself. You need to become an individual that can see a situation and answer in a similar to a reactive way, but in a controlled manner that understands the outcome. It's developing an intuition that can't be cheated or sold. It needs to be earned. And it's earned with hard work, it's earned with consistency, and it's earned with a lot of time in the fucking game. You can't get it by being in the game for 2 years. You gotta earn your stripes.
So I want to teach you guys a very basic principle on how to make sure that you make more money and save more money than the people that are making the same as you. You can even become wealthier than the individuals that make more money than you by applying this very simple principle. Now, everybody wants to talk all this deep logistics shit. They want to talk about, all this stuff that is macroeconomics, microeconomics, getting super intelligent, but they're not willing to understand the basics, right? So I'm going to teach you guys the basics today, because if you don't have a good foundation in life, then your life is going to be shit. That's just how it is, right? So my goal is for you guys not to have a shitty life. So if I can prevent you guys from having a shitty life and committing the same mistakes that everybody else commits, then you're good. Okay, so you start your entrepreneurial journey, right? Let's say you start your entrepreneurial journey at the age of 19, right? That's a fair assessment, right? You're done high school, you've gone through the indoctrination camps, but now it's time for you to make money. You don't want to work for a fucking job. So what you want to go ahead and do, right, is start a venture. But as you become independent, you not only you have income, but you also have expenses. So let's talk about your income. People's income is rarely linear, right? It's very rarely linear. Unless you work a steady job, if you're becoming an entrepreneur, your income will not become steady. Now, what is the problem with making money? Okay? The problem with making money isn't your ability to make it, it's your ability to keep it.
So the problem is most people don't trust themselves, and the reason they don't trust themselves is because they are in auto self-sabotage mode 24/7. Everything that they do, they're sabotaging themselves. No wonder you can't trust yourself. No wonder you don't have any courage. No wonder you think you're going to fail. It's because your mind is literally telling you, dude, I can't trust you. I can't trust you. So you need to start on the small wins. Start focusing on the small wins. Get groomed. Clean your room. Start hanging out with good people. Read a chapter in a book and say, I'm going to read a chapter, and you sit down and you read it, right? I'm going to read this news article, and you sit down and you read it. I'm going to eat good food and not bad food. You do it, and you start building trust with yourself. Trust, reputation, rapport. And then you realize, wow, I can actually do anything that I want because I trust myself to do it. So learn how to trust yourself by doing the small things right. And how you do the small things is how you do the big things. So focus on the small things. Focus on laying down the bricks. And soon, when you zoom out, you'll have a wall of China. It'll be so big, beyond comprehension, people won't be able to even understand what was built. Because every brick that you laid was done with perfection.